Et bonsoir, comment allez-vous? Ok, me voilà, je suis là. Bon, bah ce soir, Tale of Arise, hein, on va continuer un peu l'aventure, tout ça, tout ça. Il le faut bien. Si un jour on veut finir ce jeu et passer au suivant, il va bien falloir. Mais j'avoue qu'il commence un peu à s'éterniser. Ok, tac, bon, je switch d'écran. Voilà, nickel. Bon, d'ailleurs j'ai une nouvelle... Enfin, je crois que c'est la première fois que je joue avec la nouvelle manette. Donc si j'ai quelques fails de touche, vous m'excuserez. La mode est un domaine tellement vaste, il va falloir que j'y consacre encore plus de temps si je veux apprendre. Ouais, ok, je t'avais déjà lu toi. Je sais pas pourquoi ça t'a indiqué comme pas lu. Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans le ciel? Est-ce que d'autres soldats roniens qui arrivent? J'espère que non, j'ai trop peur. Ça va aller vous deux, je suis là. Vous vous souvenez? Je veille sur vous, ne pleurez pas. Ces enfoirés croyaient qu'ils allaient pouvoir avoir ma peau, mais ils se trompaient. Je suis toujours là, toujours vivant. D'accord. Je sais même plus du tout où est-ce qu'on en était. Ok. Ok. Quoi elle sert cette touche du coup? Elle sert à R. Et celle-là? Ok. Donc, guide pratique. Archive. La zone d'impact. Bien que Dana soit enfin libérée, tant que l'ombre de l'Enégis planera au-dessus d'elle, les Daniens ne pourront faire abstraction de la Tétrise des Reniens. La seule façon de se rendre sur l'Enégis, c'est en vaisseau spatial. Or, ils sont censés se trouver là-bas. Mis à part un, celui à bord duquel Alphen a atterri sur la planète il y a de ça 300 ans. Il faut mettre la main dessus. C'est vrai. C'est vrai qu'on cherchait le, le vaisseau de Alphen. Et bah je propose qu'on y aille, qu'on teste. Ah mais oui, mais du coup, la map elle se retrouve. Ok. Ouais, parce que avant, j'avais le Y qui était là, en haut. Du coup, bah, la map elle était en haut. Et c'était plutôt pratique parce que du coup, en combat, j'avais ces trois touches là qui me servaient pour attaquer. Et maintenant que ça se retrouvait ici, bah, ça va être les trois touches là qui vont me servir. Ça va me faire bizarre. Enfin bref. Donc, où est-ce que ça nous indique? Ah, alors, le tunnel de la mine de Zin... Ok. Ah oui, d'accord, c'est ici. Je n'y suis jamais allé ici. Est-ce que c'était fermé, justement? Et ben, on va se taper là-bas.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
C'est par là? Non, c'est de l'autre côté. C'est par là.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different.
No backing down! Eagle's Eye! Pierce!
Forcément.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Forcément, j'ai one-shot l'ennemi. Le pauvre. Combien? Ouais, quasiment 40. Il est niveau 9 quoi. Forcément qu'il se fait one shot. Ça brûle toujours ici, hein. Ce qui, on va pas se mentir, fait un peu aucun sens. Parce que maintenant que la... Enfin, depuis qu'on a récupéré le truc, normalement, la puissance est censée être de notre côté, quoi. Enfin bref, c'est pas grave. Ouais, si, c'est bon. C'est bien par là qu'il faut que j'aille. Tac. Let's go.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
De toute façon, il y avait déjà rien la première fois qu'on est venu. Pourquoi il y aurait des trucs?
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
Ok. Bon. Trouvons ce vaisseau et allons sur l'Enegis. Je regarde un peu, ça rappelle des souvenirs, c'est vrai. Voilà, c'était... Je me demande si c'était ici. Non, c'était pas ici hein, qu'elle était. Je sais plus. Je sais plus où aller sa prison. À la madame. Mais les gars, vous êtes les premiers ennemis que j'ai affrontés. Genre vous êtes niveau 1. Qu'est-ce que vous me venez me faire chier? Ah mais ils sont quand même niveau 7 hein.
I'm on it. Faster!
Here goes!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Bah forcément, oui. Forcément que tu vas avoir aucune égratignure. S'il te plaît, t'as même pas eu de combat. Attendez, hein, je retourne en arrière. Parce que je suis curieux de voir où est-ce qu'elle était emprisonnée déjà. Ah. Je crois que c'était ici. Ça m'a l'air d'être une prison, ça, ouais. Hein. Il me semble bien que c'était ici hein, qu'elle était emprisonnée. Je vais aller voir de l'autre côté ce qui s'y cache. Ouais, ça m'étonnerait que ce soit par là. Enfin bref. En route. Tu. Tac, et après du coup c'est à droite. C'est le seul endroit où je pouvais pas y aller parce qu'à l'époque il y avait un PNJ ici qui bloquait. Et qui disait, enfin qui faisait des signes genre en mode faut courir par là. Que c'était la guerre.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law.
Hmm. Hop. Et ben voilà. On a atteint la zone. Volcan de Berk.
So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
Oui, tu vas te calmer, hein. Tu vas prendre sur toi et puis tu te tais. Ah.
Huh.
Eh ben, on ne peut absolument pas escalader ça. En effet, permets-moi permets-moi de me laisser passer. Attends, tu ne comptes quand même pas te servir de ton bateau pour sauter là-dessus, si? Oh, je n'y avais même pas songé. Quoi qu'il en soit, recule, je m'en charge. Ah, une nouvelle interaction de terrain. Yes, c'est ça.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Pour le coup, il a pas tort. Bon, ils sont niveau combien, eux? Ah, ils sont quand même niveau 40. Hein.
Get lost.
First strike!
Radiant Pierce. Gale Force. Raging Cascade Ball. Spread. They're hiding in his armor. Arc Fire. Complete focus. First aid. I never miss.
Thanks. Now or never.
You got
A charge
company.
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Glacial Spear.
Be still!
Fierce Evil.
This one's all mine!
Freeze Lancer.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll heal you all.
Almost!
Uplift
You're
Earth.
wide open! Dragon Swarm!
Healing Circle.
Sonic
Do it.
I don't know
Shion,
what.
Astral Energy. Full throttle. Go. A flawless victory.
Fang Blast!
Naturally.
Things come to an end! Double Demon Fang!
Down tunnel. I'm out of it. Watch and weep.
Take this!
Annihilation. Hear me. Flame of
Dragon
Fury.
Swarm! Come and get it! Dragon, the flame inside me
Evil.
yearns to be let free!
Freeze Lancer. Water Astral Energy.
Rising Wyvern!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I am.
Ok, j'ai encore un peu du mal à lancer les attaques, les bonnes attaques.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Le fait que tout est décalé, ça me perturbe. Bon, je vais les affronter. Masse enflammée.
Eat this! I'll smash you! You picked the wrong fight!
Here comes Dance in the Wind. Air
Blow
Dance.
away!
Oh, it's a duel of the earth.
Blow away! Swallow blade!
Freaking does it.
You got flyers.
Leave the enemy's arc to me. Marksman handle it.
No complaints
All
here.
yours.
Swallow blade!
Now or never.
Hear my
I'll
call.
end
Air
you.
thrust. Spread. Photon blah blah blah.
I'm
Max
on
sleep now. Get on in there with
handle
that
Rising
in your
Wyvern.
dreams. Healing
Lunar
circle.
Rondo!
I'm on it.
Soaring
Shining
Left Spear!
Supernova.
I'm just getting started.
More where that came from.
Here I come!
I'll end you.
Reload. Do it.
Blow away!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Consider yourself finished.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Hmm. Ah, j'étais en mode, mais il sert à quelque chose ce combat, puis j'ai vu le coffre, j'ai fait, ah oui. Yes, j'ai chopé que les deux masses enflammées, let's go.
Ready and raring. I'm on it.
Freeze Lancer.
Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the Wind.
Glacial
In here.
Spear. Slash.
Pierce Evil.
Watch it.
More for the stockpile. Freeze Lancer.
First
Water
strike.
Astral
Pesky
Energy.
airborne scoundrels.
Take this.
Sounds like a job for
No
yours
further.
truly.
It's showtime.
Far enough.
Ready. First strike.
Freeze Lancer.
I'm on it. I'll end you.
Hear me.
Sweeping them up is a one-man
Demon
job.
Fang.
By all means, be my guest.
I mean, you can help if you want.
Could have been worse.
An opponent like this.
Des Magmalem.
Take this.
Lunar
Sword Rain
Corruption.
Alpha.
By the power of water. Dance in the wind. Gemini in here.
Fang Blast. Are
Ah
those
là là,
rocks in
clairement là, faut envoyer les sorts de...
Dragon Swarm.
All
Tech
right.
all finish you
It's
here and now.
Water,
No
hear
armor
my
can
call.
stop me.
Remind me to stay on
You
your
picked the
feet.
wrong fight.
In here.
Trouble.
Freeze Lancer.
Fang Blast.
Rising Wyvern.
I never miss.
Soaring
Let's
Light
go
Spear.
then.
Mirage.
Here, let me
Eat
help.
Shockwave Slash.
First
Okay,
aid.
Throbs here I
in
go.
pain.
Where that came from? Mega Lightning condemned. By the power of water.
Dragon Swarm.
Nothing gets
Sonic
by
Thrust.
me.
Power of water.
Rising
just
Wyvern.
getting started.
Hurricane
Do it.
Thrust.
Tectonic.
Alphen. Astral Energy.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
Rising Wyvern.
Lunar Corruption. Dance in the wind.
This one's mine.
Air Annihilation.
I'm on it.
Magic
I'll
is
end you.
Annihilation.
Do it. Shion.
Get toasty.
Get toasty!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This'll make us even more for.
Une robe gothique. Non, c'est dommage qu'il n'y a pas d'apparence, hein, pour ça. J'avoue que là, j'aurais bien voulu voir Shion en robe gothique. Eux ils servent à rien, ça sert à rien que je les affronte. Ceux-là. Putain mais ils me suivent encore. À l'aide.
My face is starting to sting. Here's a healing arc.
First strike.
All disasters made one.
Demon Fang.
The flame of purity.
Well, watch it.
Sword Rain Alpha.
If it curls up, it's time to get out of the way.
Will this help?
I'll run you through.
All disasters
Flying
made one.
freaks. Why can't they just sit
This
still?
one keeps Sion. Can you take it? Coming through. Ha! Now.
Je sais où tu en es. Ouais, j'essaie de...
Inferno.
J'essaie de rechoper, enfin de trouver le vaisseau de Alphen
Raging Cascade.
pour aller sur les Négis.
Dust to dust.
Swallow blade.
Now
In
get
the
through.
sky, it's mine.
Little turret.
Glacial Spear. Pierce Evil.
I'll end
Dragon
you.
Swarm.
Freeze Lancer. More for the
Sonic
stockpile.
Thrust.
Rinwell.
Demons descend.
Flashing Fang. Easy.
Way to go.
Easy!
I'll finish you here and now.
In here.
Eternal
This
devastation.
one's mine.
Demon
I'll be
Fang.
saving this one.
First strike. Tectonic punch.
This one's all mine. Swallow
Big
blade.
Pierce. More where that
Double
came from.
Demon Fang.
Searing
I'm on it.
Thunder Field. I'm out of
trouble.
dance in the wind.
I'll
finish
Thunder
it.
Field.
In an instant. Impact Cross.
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't.
Non, pas par là, c'est de là où je viens ça. Eh, qu'est-ce qu'il y a Reine Noël, t'es jaloux qui regarde les fesses de Kisara? Après je peux comprendre. Hein. Ah, ça se récolte pas ça. Il est gros lui. Mais c'est un Magmalem comme les autres.
First strike. Take this.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Eat this. I'll smash you.
Lightning Slash.
Ish!
I'm on it.
Eat dirt.
Eat dirt!
Aim for the bright area on their back.
I'm on it.
Magic is out. It looks like you got the flashing parts their weak points.
Dust to dust.
Mirage.
Freeze
Dragon
Lancer.
Swarm.
I'm on it.
The waters of magic is out. Tidal wave.
Explosive
I'm
ring.
on it. Watch this! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
C'est bizarre les
Any
Draktyr.
injuries?
Oh, c'est toi qui est bizarre. Oh, j'adore. Hein. Perso, vraiment, j'adore. « 17 200 glabs. » C'est bien ça. On prend. C'est toujours 3 consommables, 3 consommables achetables avec ça. Et je blague à peine. Suis un peu l'histoire aussi des Draktyr. Je sais pas si tu te contentes de faire les quêtes ou tout ça, mais suis vraiment la quête. Lis les trucs et tout, tu vas voir, c'est sympa. Sympa leur histoire. Ah. Bon.
Out of our way!
Eat this! Shattering up pieces!
Zero
No
attack!
escape!
Reload!
I'm up!
I'll heal you all! Whoa, hey! One at a time! Healing circle!
Eat this!
I owe you, Shion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
I really owe you one.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
The enemy wields arts
I
too.
never We'll soon see about that.
Take this!
Do it!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll crush you!
Boum. Boum.
Lightning reflexes!
Boom.
Tenebrous claw!
Et boum.
Here's a healing art.
I can carve through art.
Here I
Now
come.
I'm in the groove.
Why
Si
do
tu,
you heal me?
tu veux tourner? Pas de problème, moi, je vais te faire tourner.
Demon Fang!
Bang blast!
Sword Rain
No
out!
All good
corruption.
things come.
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Astral Energy. Say no more.
Here I go.
Done.
Hand
Mine!
it
Burn
over.
in hell!
Purge malevolence. Denied. Arctic waterfall. I'm all stocked up.
Now I'm in the groove.
I'll be saving this one.
Sword
Open.
Rain out!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
Allez, on continue. C'est pas du tout la même chose que les autres classes. Ça change complètement. Bon, pff. Je dirais pas que c'est complètement que c'est complètement différent. Il y a des différences par rapport aux autres classes,
I won't
mais
Ready and
mais c'est pas totalement complètement différent.
forget it's mine.
Pas abusé non plus.
You all touch the ring. The water, blah blah,
Rising
magic,
Wyvern!
I'll
radiant
smash you!
Soaring Light Spear!
I'm on it.
Mirage!
I never miss.
Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind.
Blow
Try
away!
this.
Here I go. Graviton
Fire
field.
ring.
Raging cascade. Spread.
First
Magic Kazam.
Oui. Bah, les sorts qui se chargent avec oui, bah, c'est.
No further.
Mais perso, ça me choque pas. Hein. Perso, je me demande pourquoi ils l'ont pas fait plus tôt en fait.
I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara.
I'm on it.
Here, let me help.
Tu vois, c'est surtout ça. C'est je me demande pourquoi ils ont jamais fait ça plus tôt.
Searing tempest. Enact thy will. Flare tornado.
This one's mine!
I'll end you. Shattering up pieces.
Bla 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 magic.
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Une capacité de vol. Oui, bah, ça c'est juste la capacité de planer du DH qu'ils ont mis qu'ils ont poussé au max, hein, c'est tout. Enfin voilà. Et d'ailleurs, tu dis 3 niveaux, t'as un talent qui permet d'en avoir 4. Voilà, je te spoil un peu. Si t'as un talent pour avoir un niveau de plus.
Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
D'accord. Bon bah, affrontons-les, hein.
Right,
Here's
here
a
goes!
healing art.
I'm on it.
First aid. What would I do without you?
Just
Rising
the
Wyvern!
Now you see what I can do.
No
I'm on
escape!
it. Blow away.
Mirage!
I'll
I'm like
heal
bait to
and
them.
win.
I'm on it.
Here goes. Healing circle. One more.
An astral art?
That's
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
Shut him down.
Freeze Lancer.
Eat this. I'm on it. I'm on a roll now.
We're cleaning house.
Dreams.
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively. Here I go. I'm already
Ok.
I never miss.
All good
Vous voulez voler, y a pas de problème. Allez-y. Ah, et là vous êtes à terre. Let's go. Ça dégage. Merde. Pas ce que je voulais faire.
Now, Elfin. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
You're wide open. Watch this.
Thunderfield. Do it. Arctic Shion. Astral energy. Full
Je peux maintenant être un dragon. Sur un dragon avec les montures. Oui. Tout à fait.
Feel my power growing.
Tout à fait, tout à fait. C'est possible d'être un dragon sur un dragon. Et coucou, enfin, re-Droma.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
Équipement. Toi, prends cette cape. Je te demande pas comment ça va. Hein. On vient de se voir, tout ça. Alors, voyons voir, c'est par où Azur? C'est par la droite. Y a quoi derrière toi? De l'argent. Ouais, vas-y. J'étais en train de réfléchir si c'était vraiment intéressant de taper un ennemi juste pour de l'argent. Bon, on va partir du principe que oui. Et non. Mais fermez-la, putain! Arrêtez de crier, arrêtez de parler! Je te jure, il devrait faire une option. Pas de dialogue dans les combats. Attends, mais j'ai même pas regardé, ça se trouve allié, hein, cette option. Ouais, non, si, j'avais regardé. Non, il y a pas cette option.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall,
C'est trop stylé. La race est trop stylée. T'as vu ça? Elle est trop bien. Vraiment, je kiffe. Et dis-toi que tu auras une forme anthropique. Vu que tu sais, tu l'as créée. Enfin, à la création, tu as ta forme anthropique, la forme humaine. Et cette forme, tu as un sort qui fait que si t'es pas en combat, enfin, tant que t'es pas en combat, tu as la forme anthropique. Genre ta forme de dragon, tu l'aurais que en combat du coup. Et moi, c'est ce que j'ai fait sur le mien. Comme ça, je peux profiter de la transmo que je lui mets, tout en ayant la forme de dragon pour les combats. Trop bien. C'est vraiment trop bien. Ouais. Ils ont fait un wargun mieux. Putain, attends, 2 actions de terrain. Ouais, non, mais là, au bout d'un moment, faut arrêter de pousser, les gars. Je veux bien, hein, mais j'ai une limite hein, dans côté PS. Hein. Et par là, c'est la suite du coup. Bah, du coup, je vais remonter. Il faut que j'aille me faire le reste. Touk 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 touk.
If only I were a cat.
Hop.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
T'hésites trop à jouer heal ou DPS. Je joue là comme t'as envie. Hein. Franchement. Perso, je testerai le heal. Ça, c'est sûr.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Je me dis même peut-être que je le ferai heal principal quand. Si jamais j'arrive à avoir une guilde. Une vraie guilde avec qui jouer. Mais sans ça, je serai DPS. Hein.
You too.
Run well. Demons descend. Flashing fang. Easy.
Way to go!
I'm just getting started. I'll crush you.
Ce sera sûrement heal.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Et fais l'event aussi. L'event il peut te permettre d'avoir un petit stuff 125, 525 plutôt, facilement. Ouais mais en plus là tu t'y prends la veille, c'est pas fou. Bah, va falloir que tu farmes un peu l'event du coup. Mais fais-le. C'est non seulement t'as une transmo que tu n'auras plus accès après, enfin tu y auras encore accès mais avec d'autres couleurs. Cette couleur là elle est limitée à l'event actuel. J'ai déjà un DPS dans le chaman. Ok.
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Ouais et oui, cette couleur là tu l'auras plus dispo parce que bah, elle est dispo que pour l'event du pré-patch. Et vu que la mage sort demain, donc je te conseille de farmer un peu. Et c'est au moins de débloquer les transmos quoi.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I can carve through armor. First strike. I'm on it.
Shining supernova!
Eat this.
Photon
Right,
lightning
right.
condemned!
Going.
Dazzle! Rising
I'm on
Falcon!
Gemini, do it!
Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it. You're
Well
wide
done!
open.
Annihilation!
Take
I'm on a
this.
roll
Here,
now.
flame of
Durando.
Do it!
First Elfin. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Wish
Ah
they
oui,
were all that
ici il faudrait aussi que tu débloques au moins le jeu. Enfin il y a un jeu aussi, un jeu et un anneau héritage. Un anneau ou un bijou, je sais plus. Un des deux, t'as un truc héritage. Et pareil, c'est limité à l'event. Mais là je te promets pas que tu puisses avoir...
This one's mine.
pour la pièce héritage, je suis pas sûr que tu puisses l'avoir si tu fais pas... si tu forces pas un peu...
Dragon form.
Demon Aqua!
I'm on it.
Astral energy!
Take
Ah mais en plus c'est mardi. Ouais, t'as jusqu'à mardi quoi pour faire la...
Blow away.
Eat
Glacial
Eternal
Spear! Here's
Devastation.
the evil! Not in your dreams! Freeze Lancer!
Eternal devastation.
Armor won't
Eh, merde.
save you.
Here goes!
I'm
More
on
where
it.
that came from!
I'm
this.
just getting started.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Oh,
Ready
and you.
Corruption!
I'm on it.
This one's mine! Swallow's
I'm
Flight!
on it.
Mega
Sword Rain
Ray! I
Alpha.
never miss!
I'll end you.
Now.
Blow away.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here,
Too
let me
slow.
help!
It's on.
Just to dust.
Now finish it.
Get toasty!
Get toasty!
Everyone hanging in there?
Ah. Une gelée d'or. Eh ben. 6 cailloux à récupérer. Oh mais attends. C'est vrai que oui. Du coup il y a ça qu'il faut que je récupère. Hop. C'est vrai que j'ai enchaîné les combats mais à la base il y avait ça qui était protégé par un. Et bah. On continue. Hein. Je ne sais pas si je vais vraiment farmer le truc. Tu devrais. Au moins la pièce fais au moins la pièce héritage, comme ça tu te diras que bah, tu l'auras quoi.
Searing Flame! Shining Supernova!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Parce que la pièce héritage, une fois l'event passé, c'est fini, hein, tu l'auras plus. Hein.
Run you through.
Okay, here I go.
Glacial Spear!
Coming through.
C'est un anneau ou un bijou. Je sais plus. Regarde, regarde, tu peux voir.
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evil!
Tu peux le voir de toute façon. actuellement.
Lancer! All day!
Try this.
Magic is in!
Elusive ring.
Freeze Lancer! You get the gist! See it!
I'm on it. I'll run you through.
Take this.
Now you see what I can do.
Demon
I'm on
Fang.
it.
Heard this!
Stardust.
I'm on it.
Rising Falcon.
I'm on it.
Tough field!
Tectonic
Crashing orb! Mega Ray condemns!
I'm just getting started.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Take it!
I'm on. That freaking
I'm
does
only
it.
getting started.
Crumble.
Water
I'm ready.
energy.
Double Demon Fang!
That's
Destruction! Double Demon! In an instant! Impact Cross!
You're wide open.
Raging
Lunar
storm.
corruption. Eat this.
Flawless flight.
Fang blast.
Slash! Demon Fang!
Ah, moi ça m'a pas lancé.
Annihilation.
J'ai appuyé sur 2 touches en même temps et ça ne l'a pas lancé.
Go get
I'll
him.
run you
Magic
through.
is there. Thunderblade.
Swallow
I can
Blade!
handle it.
Gravitas field.
Take this!
Almost. Faster.
Here I come!
Will this help?
Dust.
Raging
I'm
storm.
just getting
Here
started.
goes.
I'll
Healing
take
oracle.
this.
What would I do without
Mega
you?
Sonic
Do it.
Thrust! Rinwell!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got
Too
Well
slow.
done.
Sword
Here's
Ring.
a healing art.
Fang blast.
Reverse
Ça,
energy.
je crois que c'est un bijou.
Now you see what I can
Don't mind
do.
if I do.
Burn in hell!
Lunar corruption.
First
Raging
strike.
storm. Gemini aqua.
I'm on it. Blow
Aqua
away.
power.
C'est un bijou, ouais, c'est bien ça.
With this, I can become even stronger.
J'étais en train de réfléchir en fait à ce que c'était, mais ouais. Et en gros, pour l'avoir,
I'm on it.
tu as différents,
Rising Wyvern!
t'as différents éléments en fait pour l'event actuellement.
Take this.
T'as les 4 éléments et t'as les 4 éléments normaux, enfin voilà, tout ça. Et en fait, il faut que tu battes les boss jusqu'à ce qu'ils te dropent un item lié à un élément. Et une fois que t'as que tu l'as pour les 4 éléments, tu peux les fusionner pour avoir l'item.
This one's got your name on it.
T'en as déjà 2? Bah tant mieux. Tant mieux. T'as lesquels?
I'm even stronger than before.
Parce qu'il te faut les 4 différents. Après.
Ow! I'm on it.
Primed and ready.
You're mine!
Mega
Sharply
Wrist.
Slash! Fang Blast!
I never miss.
I'll
Destruction!
end you.
Dance in the wind.
Demon
Lunar
Fang!
and thrust.
I'll end you.
Lunar
Not
blast.
Get
today!
a word.
Light
Hurts
and
most.
purge malevolence. Magic is there.
I'll end
Here's
you.
a healing art. In here.
Prepare to be healed.
Demon Fang!
Now I'm in the. It's go time.
Lunar corruption.
Eternal
Gemini
Devastation!
aqua.
Now you see
Et après,
what
bah,
I do.
si parmi les 3 éléments, il n'y a pas ceux qui... ça qui te manque, bah va falloir attendre le temps qu'il y a, enfin, le temps qui reste pour les changements d'éléments, pour espérer que tu aies les éléments qu'il faut.
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Astral Energy.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
PC accumulé. Panneau de compétences. Le nombre d'attaques nécessaires pour activer l'éveil. Oui. Ça c'est pris ça. J'ai déjà 2 bijoux héritage. Je viens de me go au jeu. J'ai déjà 2 bijoux héritage, je viens de me go au jeu, j'ai rien fait. Comment ça? Comment ça tu... Oui mais les deux bijoux héritage c'est les trucs classiques, oui, mais celui-là il est unique, avec un autre effet, que tu pourras si tu as envie mettre à la place des 2 classiques. Alors, je me demande vraiment comment Alphen il a fait pour aller jusque là. Enfin pour revenir jusqu'à son village sans problème. Les PV et PS de tous les personnages ont été entièrement restaurés. Boss, bah oui je me doute bien que c'est un boss. Il est gros lui.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on.
Let's go.
Eh ben... Il est niveau
This one's
47.
Choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes. Focus.
On your toes, everyone.
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Pourquoi?
Here I come.
Here's a
Rising
healing art.
Wyvern.
First aid!
Ah,
Just what I needed.
Rising Phoenix.
It's over.
First strike.
Radiation orb. Here goes. Dance
Rising
in the
Wyvern.
wind. Air
I'll stop
thrust.
its charge.
Rising
Thanks,
Phoenix.
Kisara.
I'm
Let me
nearly
help.
done for.
First aid. Sparkling stars
I
above.
have no
Rain
limits.
down and purify
Demon Fang.
all.
Eat this!
Searing flame.
Double Demon
Armor
Fang.
won't save you!
Demon
out of
Fang.
ammo.
Do it. Is this it?
Watch this!
Oh putain, mais vraiment.
In the wind.
Par contre, il s'est fait full focus ou c'est moi?
I'll run you
Get
through!
confiscated.
I never miss.
Take this!
Denied.
Oh,
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
All right. It's showtime.
I'll
I'm
bring
on
you
it.
back from death's abyss.
I'm just getting started.
Dance
Good
in the
thing.
wind.
Now you see what I can do. Eat
Resuscitation.
this!
More for the
Not done
stockpile.
yet. Swallow Blade.
Eat this!
All right. It's showtime.
Dragon Swarm.
Mais j'ai un problème, ma cam, elle peut pas... Elle peut pas tourner à 360 là, comme d'hab. Elle est limitée. Ça me rend fou.
Here I come. Hurricane Thrust.
Will this help?
First strike. Not today.
That's enough!
Healing
I'm on
circle.
it!
Et merde, c'est encore pas la bonne touche.
To stop you dying.
Right.
It looks like you've got this one covered.
Try this.
Now I'm in the groove!
Explosive ring.
Magna ray.
Dance in the wind.
Well, then nothing gets by me.
Et là, du coup, je vois pas ce qui se passe de l'autre côté.
Now's our chance.
Be still.
In here.
Eat this!
Art expert
Back into
coming
the
through.
fray. Far enough.
So much for sitting this fight out.
Wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
No,
Get toasty.
burn!
Get toasty.
Right. Next one.
Take this.
Already on it!
Par contre, c'est bien, on tape des sbires, mais
Be let free. Dragon
c'est dit quoi le boss? En attendant,
Field.
comment on tape le boss?
Light as flares in the wind. Air thrust.
Not today.
Light as magic step. There you go. Don't let up. Flame. Release.
Oh mon dieu.
Smash you!
Franchement, je te dis, lance un dé.
Blow away!
Tu lances un dé et puis tu...
Corruption pain.
I'm on it!
Sleep
Trouble!
Rising Wyvern.
Lunar corruption.
Dragon Swarm.
More where that came
Sonic
from.
Thrust.
Magna ray.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Annihilation.
Eat this!
Blow away.
Where are you going?
You're done. It's on devastation. Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down.
Seal.
That's enough! Fang blast!
Get on in there with
Burn
your
to hell.
Utiliser du feu pour affronter du feu, moi je trouve ça tout à fait logique. Hein.
Anything in order is nothing!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Will this help?
healing circle. Thanks. Just what I needed.
Here come more.
We'll just have to keep fighting.
Oh non. Oh, je le sens pas cette histoire.
Not in your dreams. Here
I'm out
goes.
of ammo.
Eat this!
First aid.
There you go!
Leave the enemy's arts
Feel
to
like
me.
me again.
No
complaints here.
Ah, ça va, ils ont pas beaucoup dit.
I'm on it! Now you see what I can
Not
do!
in your dreams.
I'll finish you here and now!
Blah 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 magic.
Bla 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 magic. Oh bah putain.
Stay away from.
Ok. Et bah je me suis fait exploser. Allez. Switch.
It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
Here's a healing
Fang.
orders, main
Double
warrior.
damage. You're mine. Double Demon Fang.
Putain, mais ça vise personne là.
Spread. Glacial spear. This one's mine.
Try harder.
Annihilation.
I'll face you.
I've taken it.
Putain, mais au secours.
First aid.
No rest for the wicked.
Dance in the wind. In here.
Begin. Can't get out of this.
Not today.
Let's get
I'll
you all
face-
tucked away. Lunar corruption. Raging gas.
Elusive
They're all coming
damage.
after me.
Begin.
I'm coming, Renwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Elusive
I'll
deed.
bring you
Forgive
back from
me.
death's abyss.
Mais
Resuscitation. Here, let me help.
I owe you one.
Meteor storm! One more time!
Mais je me prends quoi comme dégâts?
Back from Death's Abyss. Think again. I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Win!
Lightning orb! Up and at 'em!
Will
Let's
this
go!
help?
The pride was my
Is
downfall.
this it?
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Won't take care
I'll
of...
bring you back
Begin!
from Death's Abyss.
Elusive deity!
Again.
Rotating pile driver!
This one's mine.
I've still got some fight left in
Think
me.
again.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished...
Reinforcements incoming.
Not a problem. Lightning! Downfall! Mom.
I'll bring you back from Death's
From
Abyss.
beyond, imbue this vanquished...
Another incantation.
Ah!
Back from Death's Abyss.
From beyond. I couldn't make it in time.
Non, en fait c'est bon.
That's gonna smart. Thunderblade! Here goes!
Can you take...
It's in your
Here's
hands
in the
now.
Non mais,
Blood.
comment tu t'es fait reste toi?
That Thunderblade!
Their arms were interrupted.
What was I thinking?
Time to shine.
Gale force! Spread!
On guard.
Glacial
Far enough.
spear! Fierce evil! Mom. Dad.
Almost!
Look sharp.
Putain, j'ai oublié.
Bring
Attends,
you back from Death's Abyss.
je pensais à un truc, mais j'ai oublié de sauvegarder avant le boss.
Forever.
I'm on it!
I've still got some
Shattering
fight
up
left in me.
pieces! Attack time!
Oupsie.
You're done! Armor won't save you!
Eat dirt.
I'm on it! I've let you
Oh
on
blanc.
The lightning condemned!
Don't
Radiant
leave me
fire!
all alone here. What the? Going in.
Ouais, bon, c'est fini. Hein.
I've taken too many hits.
Thunderfield!
Sloppy.
Hold on to your arts. Here I come. Lightning condemns.
Ah, merde, elle y croit. Avec 18 PV, là, elle y croit de finir le...
Close one. All disasters made one. Purge malevolence. Arctic waterfall. Freeze lancer. Dance in the wind. In here.
Ah, ça s'arrête pas.
Mom.
Ah, voilà.
Dad.
On va réessayer.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing. Here it comes. Focus.
On your toes, everyone.
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
You even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Putain, mais sérieux, j'ai déjà plus de vie, quoi. Mais je me suis pris quoi?
Thanks, Kisara.
Bon, Elfen, c'est encore pire.
Lightning orb.
I'll smash you!
I never miss.
All right.
Demon Fang!
Je t'ai jamais activé, toi.
That's enough!
I'll
right
heal you
behind you.
all. Blah, 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 magic.
Double Demon
Free
Fang!
lancer.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Dragon Swarm! First strike! Pierce through!
Blow away!
Sword Rain! The flame
You're
inside me
done.
yearns to be let free!
I'm on it!
Glacial spear.
Stars
Pierce
of light.
evil.
Rain
this.
down and pure
Blow away.
Rising
That's it.
Wyvern!
I'll run you through!
Strike!
Magna ray.
I'm on it!
Dragon Swarm!
Fang Blast!
Burn in hell!
Raging storm.
Eat this!
Swallow
I'm
that.
just getting started!
Take this.
Magna ray.
Sword Rain
Now
out!
see what I can
There
do!
you go. Double
In
up.
a bind?
Blew away!
Denied.
I'm on it!
Eternal Devastation!
Thunderfield.
Fang Blast!
Raging cascades.
Blow away!
In here.
Here I
Putain,
come!
et puis là, je vois plus l'autre.
I'm nearly done for.
Lunar blast. Purge malevolence.
Demon Fang.
Arctic waterfall.
First aid.
In here.
Demon, this one's all
Get on
mine!
in there with
First
me.
strike! Fang Blast!
You're mine!
Annihilation.
Slash!
Up and at 'em.
Eat
Let's
this.
go.
This one's mine!
That's enough!
Shining supernova. Raging
Slash.
cascades.
I'm on it!
Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Here's a
Well
healer.
done.
Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
Come and get
Double
it!
Demon Fang!
Watch this!
The earth throbs in
I'll
pain.
heal
Demon
you all.
Fang!
That's enough!
Dance
Ready
in
and
the
raring!
wind.
In a bind?
Healing
Not
seal.
my
Oh, mais...
You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
The flame inside me yearns to be let
Here,
free.
let me help.
Damn it!
Thanks.
I'll
In here.
pay for that.
I'll be saving this one.
First strike.
Back into the your
Merde,
dreams.
je voulais pas l'utiliser celui-là. Non, pas maintenant en plus.
Please search. Radiant light. Here.
Rising wyvern.
Whoa, hey, one at a
Soaring
time.
light spear.
Amazing.
Hydration
Dragon
healing in the
Sword.
wind. Air thrust. Photon flash. Blah
Here,
blah blah.
Mother.
Air thrust.
Shockwave
Magna
flash.
ray. Gemini aqua.
First strike.
Radiant light. Here.
You require a hand.
I'll run you through. Rising
Lunar
wyvern.
corruption.
First
Dead
strike.
water
Soaring
flash.
light spear.
Sleep now.
I'll run you through. I'm
I'll
just
be
getting
saving this
started.
one.
Double
Here,
demon
let me
fang.
help.
Creating
done.
In a bind?
First aid.
I'm on demon fang. Dust to
Take
dust. Double
Eat
demon
this.
fang.
Here,
Ready
let me
and
help.
raring.
First
Not today. Okay, here I go.
Trouble. Flame of fury.
First strike.
Strike.
You're good.
Glacial spear.
Tidal
I'm on a
evil.
roll. Shion.
Get toasty.
Get toasty.
Strike.
C'est vraiment, j'utilise le feu pour abattre le feu.
First aid.
Merci.
Here come more.
We'll just have to keep fighting.
Freeze.
Tear.
Eat this.
An astral art?
That's my
Armor
cue.
won't save you. Shut him down.
Hold on to your art.
I'm on it.
Here I come.
You're done. Tectonic punch. I'm on it. I'll finish you
Don't
here and now.
mind if I do.
That's
Lunar
Rondo.
Tempest. Here I come.
Time.
You got company.
Do it. Rinwell. Demons descend. Flashing fang. Easy.
Way to go.
Facade.
I'll
Double
heal you
demon
all.
fang. First
Photon
strike.
dance
I'll
in
run
the
you
wind.
Not today.
Healing circle.
There you go.
Let's
I
get you
feel
all
like
set
me
up.
again. Finish it. Almost.
Frozen.
Hammer.
You're wide
Water
open.
astral
That's
energy.
enough.
This one's mine.
Rising
More where
wyvern.
that came
Tectonic
from.
punch.
As
I'm on
impressive
it.
as always.
Far enough.
Ah, and here I hoped
It's
I was
go time.
improving.
No,
You're
I mean, you're even better than
I'll
ever.
smash
I've
you.
never seen Xion actually look
Finish
faster.
this. Elfin. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. You're
Raging
wide
Tiger
open.
Ray.
I'll end you.
In here.
Demon Fang.
Eat this. I'll be saving this
Blow
one.
away. Finish it. Elfin. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Reculez, reculez les gars. Reculez.
This one's all mine.
Reinforcements incoming.
Not a problem. Lightning orb.
Comment on change de cible déjà? Comme ça.
First aid.
Mega Ignite. First strike.
Proton field.
Eat this.
Let the marksman.
This can't be happening.
Stay away from
Ah,
my
ça y est.
friend.
Et c'est là que...
It's too much.
Putain.
Don't mind if I do. Art sealed.
First strike.
All disasters
I'm
made
on it.
will not in your dreams.
I'll run. In a bind.
Ah merde, Xion est à terre.
What was I thinking?
Go time.
Now. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Go. Bastard.
Non, toujours pas. Lui c'est en dernier, lui.
Water. Shining supernova.
I'm on it. Now you see what I can
Where
do.
I
Watch
came
this.
I'll bring you back
I'll
from
end
death's
you.
abyss.
Blah blah blah. Air thrust.
Resuscitation.
You get the gist.
Here I go.
Arts require complete focus.
Not my finest.
Ah, mais... Cette vague qui fait toute la map, là. Tout le terrain.
Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Searing flame. Reload.
I'm out of ammo.
No escape.
Art
Wind.
expert coming through. Take care of.
Damn it. Oh, you are gonna pay for that. I'm on it.
Lunar blast. This one's mine.
You're done. Tectonic
I'll
punch.
bring you back from death's abyss.
To be let free. Fang blast.
Resuscitation.
Not today. First strike. I'm just getting started.
Still got some fight left in me.
Dragon
Do it.
punch.
Allez, faut vraiment qu'on
Ends now.
se débarrasse de
Consider
ces...
yourself finished.
De ces trash mobs là, c'est plus possible.
All disasters
Take
made
it.
one.
First strike.
The healing
Shockwave
circle.
Take this. Slash.
I'll heal you all.
Crush.
Maelstrom.
Great. First strike.
Light healing circle. Art expert coming through.
Can't end here. I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Wind astral energy.
Parce que ça va suffire à l'interrompre.
Not so snug
Armor
now.
won't
You fight
save
better
you.
at a distance.
The further away, the better.
You and I both.
Leveling. Blah blah blah. Magic.
No more playing nice.
Bla bla bla, magic.
Will this help?
They're together.
Megasonic drop. Now I'm in the
Ah, ça me
Where
fait
are
rire.
you going?
Dragon
Putain, mais... Ah, mais le boss aussi balance des boules. Ok. Putain, mais... c'est pour ça qu'il y en a tout le temps. Putain, et toujours pas. Reculez, 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 reculez.
By the power of water.
Bon, c'est bon.
I'm on it. You picked the wrong fight. Come and get it.
Putain, par contre, on a plus de... est-ce que j'ai... Je l'ananas. Ouais, vas-y. Je l'ai d'ananas. Hop.
Oh, hey, one at a time.
Dragon
Like that
Picture of
dance
Hell.
in the wind.
Demon Fang.
It looks like you got this one covered. Sleep now. Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah.
Shattering?
You too.
By the power of attack time.
Gemini
Now you see what I can do.
Gale Annihilation. Up and out now.
Shion.
Get toasty.
Burn strike.
Bon, par contre, ce combat ne nous mènera à rien si on continue comme ça. Hein. Comment on le bat, lui?
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone. The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Ah, d'accord.
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
Resuscitation.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alphen!
Just watch and learn. That's enough. Go back down.
Le boss te fait manger ses boules. Tellement. Feu éternel que je viens d'avoir comme succès. J'ai vu le one shot. Ouais, non mais très clairement. Genre j'ai essayé d'esquiver tout ça, l'esquive est pas passé, ça m'a OS. J'ai fait OK.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Putain, si j'avais su, j'aurais pas claqué de
That thing scared the pants
de
off
gelée.
me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
Feu éternel. Augmente la capacité maximale de jet d'une unité. Nice. Alors attends, c'est quoi ça? Les flammes de la révolte consumaient Dana tout entière, n'épargnant pas même le géant de feu. D'accord. Alors, tournoiement de l'épée ardente qui conjure un imposant pilier de feu. Ouais. Permet à tranchant ardent de rester chargé plutôt que d'infliger plus de dégâts. Mais vous consommez plus de PV. Augmente la distance parcourue quand vous esquivez une attaque ennemie. Accélère le temps de charge de tranchant ardent. La quantité de PV consommée pendant la charge reste inchangée. Clé de la porte en Calaglia. Rien qu'en la regardant, on se demande à quelle merveille elle peut accéder.
I still got a ways to go.
Eh ben, ce boss n'était pas de tout repos. Ah, d'ailleurs, faudrait que je sauvegarde.
Hey, is that it over there?
C'est la vraie question, c'est lui. Comment il s'est retrouvé ici? C'est. Mais monsieur, comment il vous arrivé ici? Ah, mais en fait, c'est 9000. Donc non, en fait, quand j'ai gagné les 17 000 tout à l'heure, c'était 2 objets. C'était même pas 3. Putain, et vraiment, ça coûte un bras les objets dans ce jeu. En plus, les objets de vie, ils servent à rien. Les PV, ils sont fixes. Genre, là, la gelée pêche, ou la gelée pomme, bah, ça sert plus à rien à mon stade de jeu. Et ça, c'est pas compliqué à résoudre. Tu mets le heal en pourcent plutôt qu'en valeur fixe, et puis voilà, c'est bon. Le heal devient bien plus intéressant et utilisable à n'importe quel moment de la game. Alors, là c'est bon. Toi, je peux te créer une arme, éventuellement. Putain, c'est cette arme qu'il t'aurait fallu. Pour là où on vient de faire. J'ai ma forme humaine. Ah, nice. Ok. De toute façon, toi, t'es pas en combat. Enfin, t'es rarement en combat. Donc je vais. Toi, tu vas pas passer prioritaire, je pense pas. Non, bah là. Attends, toi t'as équipé celui-là et toi t'as équipé celui-là. Ok. Et bah. Fais celui-là. Oh, je peux faire aussi celui-là. Let's go. Dilapideur. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Dépenser 400 000 glades dans cette équipe. Les articles à vendre ne le restent pas très longtemps. Putain. Pour le coup, il a pas tort. Putain, ce qui me manque là, c'est juste de l'argent. Faut de l'argent. Attends, je crois que j'ai assez. Non, j'ai pas assez. Il me manque un petit rien. De 1900 qu'il me fallait.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Hop, petite cinématique. Bon, il est plus de toute jeunesse, ce vaisseau.
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn. I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
Oui, je suis bien d'accord avec toi.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Je t'explique juste
Right.
après. Pour les mangas.
Thanks, you guys.
Bon, ça va être la fin de la cinématique. Ah non.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegus once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Ok. Donc oui, les voix anglaises, c'est parce que j'ai fait toute la première partie du jeu avec les voix françaises, japonaises, je veux dire. Du coup, je me suis dit, vas-y, roule. Pour la deuxième partie, je vais faire, je vais mettre les voix anglaises. Et moi je propose qu'on retourne en arrière. Parce que si je me rappelle bien, il y a un endroit, hein, on n'est pas allé. Enfin, deux endroits, là il y avait deux actions de terrain qu'on pouvait faire, que je n'ai pas faites. Allons les faire pour choper ce qui se cache derrière. Là, en plus elles sont pas très loin vu qu'elles sont sur le même niveau que là où je suis. Que là je vais arriver en sortant de là. Mais ouais, le truc que je regrette le plus sur les voix anglaises, c'est que vraiment dans les combats ils sont encore plus insupportables qu'en japonais. C'est infâme. Ils passent leur temps à gueuler, à s'époumoner. Ah, d'accord. Je pouvais pas les éviter apparemment. Après un boss, c'est pas eux qui m'ont... Ouais, Shion soigne les personnes un peu affaiblies. Hein, Eat dirt.
Flaming pillar, higher. Demon Fang. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
See that?
That training's paying off. Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang.
Water! Here, my stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Smash you!
It's on.
Now,
Shion!
get toasty!
Get toasty.
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Rinwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Putain, mais il y avait autant de monde sur le chemin. Ils vont me suivre. Ils me suivent. Bon bah adieu.
Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang.
Et quand je dis adieu, je parle pas de moi.
More for the stockpile.
If it curls up, time to get out of the way.
Now I can let loose.
Get it!
Demon Fang.
Blast!
Double Demon
I'll
Fang.
bash in their defenses!
This one keeps
Charging
charging us.
their uses.
That's what my shield's for.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Raining Truth.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
My
I'll
watch.
do better.
Burning strike.
Glacial
I'm on
spear.
Swallow
Here
Blade.
they I never miss.
This
They're
is
coming.
ready and raring! Crumble!
Sword Rain Alpha.
Eat this!
Will this help?
Do it! Alpha!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
See that?
That training's paying
I'll
off.
run you
Rain
through!
down
Watch
and
this!
Rising.
Healing
I'm on it.
circle.
Okay.
Here I go.
Why'd you heal me?
Eat
To stop you dying?
Now you see what
Il
I
me fera
can
toujours
do.
rire cette phrase.
I'm on it!
Pierce the
En
evil.
mode, mais pourquoi tu me soignes? Bah pour que t'arrêtes de mourir. Ah, oui.
This ends now.
Oui,
Consider yourself finished.
c'est logique. Ok.
Together,
Bon.
that wasn't even a problem. I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle. Both.
Not necessarily.
Ah mais d'accord, ça me donne un raccourci vers le boss en plus, cette connerie. D'accord, c'était pour ça qu'il y en avait deux. C'était si t'acceptais de prendre le raccourci vers le boss, bah t'avais... ça te coûtait plus cher en PS, mais t'avais moins de combats derrière. Donc en fait ça revenait... ça dépendait de la voie que tu voulais prendre, ouais, c'est vrai. Ça revenait quasiment even. Tu n'as pas beaucoup de PS. Tu parles de PS Max ou actuel? Oui. Je prends le oui pour un max. Oui, bah c'est vrai que j'ai encore quelques boss. J'ai encore pas mal de boss à affronter. Attends. C'est ça. Tac. Donc là, j'ai ça déjà. Ensuite, j'ai ça. J'ai... non, celui-là, je suis pas sûr. J'ai ça. Tu vois, il y en a au moins, il y en a encore au moins 3 qui devraient me faire dépasser les 500 largement. Hein. Genre le prochain boss que, enfin le prochain mob élite que j'affronte là qui m'en donne, il me fait dépasser les 500.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegus? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegus.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegus and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
Elle cherche l'accord à
The
l'amiable.
people of
J'aime bien.
Lenegus?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegus who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissalma too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Et désolé, mais moi je suis pas riche pour prendre l'édition collector. Hein, voilà. Donc j'ai les tenues que le jeu propose, c'est tout.
Where? Shion?
Votre groupe s'est séparé.
Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own?
Sean a un truc qui la tracasse, mais vraiment.
Shion. Shion!
It's your thorns? But why? You okay?
Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Ah oui, quand même.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
On va pas être capable, bah forcément. Pan, fin, générique. C'est ça.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why. But my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me?
Ah,
Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, You have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
C'est pouvoir de dame.
Lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you.
S'il y a...
There's still time to.
Je vais laisser. Je vais essayer la
It's
cinématique.
pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
but that's too much. It's way too much. When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Elfin?
Only living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this? It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's
Voilà.
unfolding here.
Voilà, je l'avais dit.
I take it you mean
Enfin,
we
je
found a
voulais le
way to
dire.
get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from
La
now
musique est
on,
pas assez forte.
we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
so stubborn.
Ouais, la musique est très clairement pas assez forte.
Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Ouais. Du coup, ce que je voulais dire à la base, c'était que bah oui, avec son pouvoir de dame, elle a réussi elle a réussi à maintenir ses épines. Donc je me disais que bah, potentiellement avec le pouvoir combiné de la dame et du souverain, on pourrait avoir un truc. Merde, c'est pas là. On pourrait avoir un truc plus fort qui permet carrément d'enlever les épines, quoi. Paramètres. Attends, voilà. Merde. C'est pour ça que. Ok, j'ai monté un peu la musique parce que bah, très clairement c'était ce qui manquait là. Bon, faut parler à tout le monde. Parler à tout le monde avant le départ sur l'Enegis. Ça fait déjà 1h30 qu'on live. Putain, mais que le temps passe vite.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe
Tellement
Shion
de
is
dialogue.
telling the
Ouais,
truth.
c'est vrai.
What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
Et il y a un truc qu'il faut que je fasse aussi. Est-ce qu'on peut se TP? Est-ce qu'on a une TP ici? Ouais. Ah mais merde, on peut plus faire de voyage rapide. Merde. Parce que sinon, ouais, on peut plus. Parce que sinon je serais allé dans la forêt des hiboux. Tant pis. Je me demande ce qui nous attend de l'autre côté. Enfin, toutes les pièces assemblées.
How you holding up?
Trop bien le heal.
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still,
Hmm.
even
Pretty.
if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that
Oui,
mask
qui
on,
s'alanait, oui.
and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
C'est un souffle de vie, trop cool. Ouais, mais par contre, je sais pas trop si je sais pas si tu as déjà heal en tant que druide, mais il y a certains heals, tu vois quand même que bah ils viennent du même endroit quoi. C'est tu sens quand même que derrière il y a de l'inspiration druide. C'est oui et non, c'est juste que bah ils utilisent le même truc, vu que le druide il puise son pouvoir des rêves et que le vol vert c'est les rêves, enfin des rêves et de la nature. Bah c'est le vol vert ça, et le heal il est vol vert. Allons reprendre ce qui nous a été volé. Je dois parler à Shion aussi ou pas? J'ai pas l'impression. Merci Elfen. C'est tout ce qu'elle dit. Attaque, tir, heal et vol vert et bronze. Oui, et le bronze c'est plus pour le... C'est plus pour les buffs, tu vois. Mais en soi, il a beau être vert et bronze, il va quand même lancer des attaques feu, givre et noir. Enfin, rouge, noir et bleu. Dégâts, c'est même noir, rouge et bleu. Vert, heal, bronze, utilitaire, ouais. Le rouge, c'est les dégâts de feu. Le bleu, c'est les dégâts de givre. Et le noir, c'est les dégâts de terre. Rouge pour le burst. Ouais. Ah. Le noir, ce serait pour le contrôle, du coup, si on devait mettre un truc là-dessus. Bleu, c'est givre, arcane, oui, tout à fait. C'est les deux en même temps. Et ils n'avaient pas parlé du noir, mais oui, il y a aussi. En dégâts slash contrôle. Bah. En dégâts, je suis en train de réfléchir, mais j'ai pas grand chose du vol noir en dégâts. C'est plus, ouais, c'est plus du contrôle le noir, j'ai l'impression, quand même. Enfin bon, c'est pas gênant. Hein.
Can't sleep.
After everything we just heard, How could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Elle est sage, Rinwell, hein, quand même. C'est... Elle aimait pas... Elle aimait très clairement pas les Reniens au début. Et c'est compréhensible, c'est quand même eux qui avaient... Enfin, c'en est quand même une qui avait tué toute sa famille. Mais elle a appris à ne plus les détester. Elle est sage, Rinwell. Elle apprend bien. Ce serait tellement bien si tout le monde pouvait faire preuve de solidarité. Oui, c'est vrai. Ça résoudrait tellement de problèmes.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point. But I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
Bon, bah, il va être l'heure de prendre un vaisseau de 300 ans qui vole encore. Alors, nous, nos voitures, 20 ans, elles roulent plus. Eux, leurs vaisseaux, 300 ans, ils sont comme neufs, tu vois. C'est... Pas de problème. Concentre-toi, Alphen. On a du pain sur la planche. Ça n'aiderait personne si on se laissait submerger par ce qui se passe. Non, ça va pas être tout de suite le vaisseau. Oui, forcément. Avant, faut que j'aille parler à Shion. Avec la musique émotion qu'on a depuis tout à l'heure aussi.
You doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry.
As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the Blazing Sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that.
Ça va pas être pour tout de suite. Hein.
I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Dahnans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Les membres qui étaient partis sont revenus dans votre groupe. Plus tard, le bisou, Shion. Plus tard.
Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Ah, on peut camper avant. Oui, non, mais le bisou, le bisou, il le garde pour la fin. T'as cru quoi? Bien sûr.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait comme bouffe? Attaque, récupération de PV après combat, bonus d'XP, bonus de points de combat 2, putain abondant 1, force alimentaire plus. Pour la cinématique de fin ou avant la mort de Shion, ou les deux. Tu es le pire, tu sais. Tiens, on va faire ça et on va demander à Alphen de le faire.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
Ok, on peut parler à quelqu'un. Bon tiens, parle à Shion.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
I think it's time we go to sleep.
Ok. Bon, bah ça parlait d'une
Morning.
poupée.
Ready to head out?
Décoller. Oui. On y va.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx us.
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
Ça me va. J'aime bien
I
le nom.
like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... Well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Five Nights.
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
Oh putain, ils ont nettoyé entièrement le vaisseau. Il est comme neuf. Plus qu'à refaire la peinture là. Vache.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
De toute façon, c'est le plus... c'est le plus à même de conduire.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
Par contre, attendez. Je veux qu'on apprécie la vue. Alors pour arriver, il faudrait qu'on se déplace, monsieur. On se déplace pas du tout là. Bref. C'est ouais. Bon, j'ai envie de dire, c'est ces deux-là qui sont les plus adaptés à utiliser le vaisseau. Parce qu'en soit, c'est leur technologie. Ils sont déjà un peu plus proches, quoi. Bon, et on va commencer par Shion cette fois. On a fini par Shion tout à l'heure.
We'll be going to Lenegis soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? You know, before you came to Dana.
Let's just say I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. Helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse. But then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right? It's that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shion. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Danon victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars.
Ah,
We can do
ils
this.
sont traduits par la lune alors que ça a
Together.
été les étoiles. Ah ouais, d'accord, c'est... il vise fort, Alphen, hein. Nous allons prendre notre avenir en main. Mais ouais, mais t'en fais pas.
something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me, though. You too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the ship.
Comme tu le dis si bien, le passé est ce qu'il est, et ce qu'il est, on ne peut pas le changer. C'est vrai c'est vrai pour moi, mais ça l'est aussi pour toi. Oh. Ici c'est une salle de buffet avec ces deux-là qui sont là, ok. Ici c'était l'endroit où ils sont montés. Et ça c'est l'arrière. Il y a quoi à l'arrière? Je sais pas trop, ça doit être une sorte de soute, des trucs comme ça, genre tu... Du stockage par ici. Et ici il y a quoi? Ah et ici il y a les il y a les capsules de cryogénie. Forcément. Et il y en a 6. Est-ce que ça veut dire qu'il y aura un moment où on va devoir se cryogéniser à 6?
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say. That should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that mean... you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence, and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now, and those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Danans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
D'accord. Évidemment, vous allez vous cryogéniser. Le voyage dure 12 ans. La vitesse négative du vaisseau. Oui, non, mais très clairement, Si tu fais pas bouger le vaisseau, on n'est pas près d'arriver, Billy. Hein. T'es au courant de ça? Bonjour messieurs, dames. Alors, sortez ensemble? Ou toujours pas?
Hey, Alvin, listen to this. So Law and I were just talking and
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. After all that stuff he made about naming the ship too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renan technology. It got me to Dana in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alvin, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alvin. It's just wrong, okay?
Ah putain. Oh, Rinwell qui sort un côté SDL là. Ouf. Tu vas avoir du fil à retordre, l'eau. C'est... Eh, mais ça baise un max ici. Totalement. Tu es toujours aussi inquiet? Non, qu'est-ce que tu as t'imaginé? Bon. On n'a pas bougé d'un octave. Je sais pas. Enfin, ça se chauffe sec ici. Ouais, tellement.
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegis.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Ah oui, d'accord.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Oh putain.
Those capable
La
of only weak
méritocratie.
astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dana even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Danan. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shion?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair point.
Ah oui.
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Law's blushing!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst. As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this red woman, are we expecting to find her on Lenegis?
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelegion.
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dana, we need to take it back at all costs.
That red woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shion, we'll find them.
Don't Bulemi, Rinwell-san. Don't Bulemi, Rinwell-san, épisode 2. Je go dodo, je reste là en lurk avec les puntos et gonfler les stats. Bon jeu et bon live, pas de soucis, Droma. Bonne nuit à toi. Pré-event de WoW, il y a quoi à faire? Il y a les attaques des primalistes, et c'est tout.
Lenegis' infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be
Et
expecting
la quête
incoming
aussi, enfin le
traffic
début
while the crown contest is still
d'histoire.
underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
Shark do baby shark do baby shark do baby shark. I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too.
Ça me
Any
percevoir que ça
idea
marche pas.
where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone.
Run.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
FBI, open up!
Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago.
Ah, je peux même pas changer là, on est en pleine cinématique.
Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone.
Ok, ça va être la fin. Oui, tout le monde l'entend, oui, Droma. Hop. C'est tout le monde l'entend, il n'y a que moi qui ne l'entends pas. Alors. Je sais même plus c'est quoi. Ça semble pas que ce soit ça. Ça doit être ce truc. Est-ce que le son peut se... Ah non, mais je crois qu'il faut aller sur le site là. Je sais même plus où c'est. Est-ce que c'est ça? Ouais, ça doit être ça. Yes, c'est ça. Ouais, mais d'accord. Oh, mais fait chier, putain. J'avais... À la base, je l'avais testé tout ça. J'avais mis les sons pas trop forts. Et là, je vois que le site, il m'a tout remis à 100%. Donc ouais, forcément que ça vous détruit les oreilles. Putain. Bon, excusez-moi. Bah, du coup, je regarderai ça pour le prochain live. J'essaierai de régler ça. Parce que maintenant que quelqu'un s'est rendu compte que ça existait... Parce que c'est pas nouveau, hein. Ça existe depuis un moment. Enfin bref, voilà. C'est cher, non? Non, 20 bits, c'est pas cher. 20 bits, je sais même pas... les bits, tu les achètes par centaines. Non, c'est pas grand chose, voilà, c'est ça. C'est quoi, ça?
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
Ouais, très clairement.
So how many Renans actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
D'accord. Et bah, moi je vous propose qu'on s'arrête là du coup. Ça c'est pour repartir. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est pour repartir. Je propose qu'on s'arrête là. On a déjà bien progressé. Comme ça, la prochaine fois, on va pouvoir commencer l'Enegis. Et oui, t'en fais pas, Marindar, je vais me rendre compte de ça sur la VOD. Je vois un truc nouveau, je voulais tester. Voir ce que ça fait. Non, mais t'as bien fait, t'as bien fait. C'est vrai que j'en ai jamais parlé. Enfin, si, je crois que j'en avais parlé, mais que ça avait été ignoré. Bon, tant pis. Je me suis dit un jour. Ça finira bien par être découvert. Bon, j'ai fait les quêtes du Prevent. Bah voilà. Du coup, ouais, on va arrêter là. Tac, 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 tac. Voilà. On va arrêter là et bah, la prochaine fois, on se charge de l'Enegis. Je ne sais pas comment faire pour avoir le bijou. Mais je t'ai dit, il faut que tu affrontes les boss des zones envahies. Attendez, hop. Tu affrontes les boss en fait des zones envahies. Et il y a genre 4 éléments différents qui spawnent aléatoirement. Et sur ces boss, tu as une chance de gagner un des items qu'il faut pour le bijou. Et en gros, il te faut les 4 éléments. Et après, bah, une fois que tu as les 4 éléments, tu envoies et ça te crée ton bijou héritage. Ah, faut dire que je suis en vue admin, donc moi ça s'affiche pas ta bannière de chaîne, donc jamais fait gaffe. Ah oui, d'accord. Je vois. Mais d'ailleurs, si jamais Droma, tu peux, dans les paramètres de ton chat, activer les icônes modérateurs. Ça te permet, comme ça, de ne pas forcément avoir tout... Mince. Merde, je viens de fermer le chat. D'avoir tout le temps besoin de passer en vue admin. Je sais, mais j'aime bien le panel admin. Bon, ok, comme tu veux. Enfin bref, voilà. Regardons si on a quelqu'un à raid. Ah. Merci pour ton resub, Isis. Ah, 18 mois, ça y est. Prime, flemme de changer ma carte CB. Et ben merci Isis quand même pour ton 18e mois et ton premier mois du coup en tant que Prime. Et du coup ça y est, le deuxième gosse. 2 gosses enchaînés, c'est ça. Enfin bon. Bon, on va aller raid le boxon du coup. Voilà. Bon, moi je vous souhaite une bonne soirée, une bonne nuit pour ceux qui vont aller se coucher. Demain, du coup, c'est la semaine où il n'y a pas de JDR, donc on fera autre chose. Et pour demain soir, c'est peut-être pas sûr qu'on ait du Divinity. Ça dépendra de Renfla. il doit nous mettre au courant de toute façon. Donc voilà. Voilà. Je vous souhaite une bonne soirée, une bonne nuit, puis à la prochaine. Allez, à plus.